Hey, good evening. Sorry I'm a little behind. Um, Truthfully, I'm often between 0 and 5 minutes late to many things, really. With the only possible saving grace being I never leave those things on time either. Anyway, it's a few minutes past 10:30 p.m. on the east coast of the United States, and here I am, and the House passed a bill this week that would, if the Senate follows suit and the President signs it, which he indicated that he will, which would make daylight savings time permanent. So the good news to come from that would be there's no flip-flopping an hour anymore. None of this spring forward, fall back stuff. But that kind of defeats the purpose of why daylight savings time became a thing in the first place, which is to make it so that the school kids can go to school and go home from school not in total darkness at any time of the year. And I think this is one of those things where we don't really think things through all that well, because it seems like Americans really don't think things through all that well these days. These last few years, you know, kind of jump off the cliff before deciding whether it's a good idea. And I think if we go through with this, I think there's going to be a reversal pretty quickly once all of the concerned parents realize that this was, in fact, not such a good idea. But I digress. Zelda, that's what this is about. So, here I am, back with my phone, with another email from Zelda Maker. Sorry if you listened to this already, if you watched me this past Wednesday. Good evening, everyone. Let's start off by saying this. I don't understand why the moblins throw rocks horizontally and arrows vertically. I'm working on trying to fix that bug, but currently clueless. I did change something with the sword beam explosive, so I will be seeing this for the first time when you play tonight. I left the Triforce as Tri-Coins. But I fixed the inventory screen. Once you beat a level, if you press start to go to your inventory, the Triforce should show up as coins now. There is an area in the hex where I can increase enemy damage. There are several ones, but I have no idea what they're changing. I'm hoping you will figure it out tonight for me. It is possible, with full hearts, something hits you and you die in one hit. If that happens, that's a good thing, because I really need to figure out what they do. Also, check out your sword beam explosive. I changed it. I really don't care for this change, but it needs to be tested. Zelda Maker. So, I guess I could get a nasty surprise that ends my speedrun, but we'll finish the game anyway. Oh, and good evening, chat. Mando Gamer says, was it about the My Pillow guy being on the ballot for governor? The stupidity is unfathomable. Like, every time you think we've hit a low with how dumb things have gotten, they find a way. They find a way. It always happens. So, in honor of the new low that our country has sunk into, I shall register my name. And mind you, no promotional fee was paid. This was all me. Anyway, I suppose we'll proceed with the speed run. Once again, this is Name it new low, says Mando Gamer in chat. I just did, I think. Once again, for anybody who hasn't been keeping track, I have my speedrun best with vanilla Legend of Zelda on the screen just for reference, but this is not a vanilla ROM. It has some subtle changes to it, and therefore, even if I beat my personal best, it is not eligible for anything. With that said, start the clock and let's proceed. Well, this part hasn't been changed. But he did say something changed with the sword beam, so I'm kind of curious. That's half of me. The other half of me says, unnecessary combat slows you down, so you should not do that. But we'll engage in some necessary combat in just a few moments. I really want my 41% chance at a bomb drop, so we just need to, make sure that the first enemy we defeat is one of these blue ones. Oh, here we go with the crazy sound effects again. We didn't get our bomb drop. But I'm not going to start over. I didn't actually get to check out the sword beam because I took damage too quickly. Whoa! It's like vertical lines. Mando Gamer in chat says, no bombs in this run. That's impossible. You cannot finish the game without those. There's lots you can do without the sword. There's lots you can do without many items in this game, but you cannot finish the game without bombs. It is absolutely impossible. Alright. Did he change the bomb drops or something? Nope, didn't get it then either. My goodness. Oh, Bob Q makes a very good point. You can't even beat the level 2 boss without bombs. It's just not possible. After all, Dodongo dislikes smoke. My goodness, when are we going to get a bomb drop? Oh, that's right. I don't know why I thought that wasn't the type of enemy I was looking for. There it is. Jeez. We waited 3 minutes for this. Mando Gamer is suggesting the DIY strategy of wave a candle in front of Dodongo and make smoke. Now, for some reason, my strange brain, when you suggested that, went to Mortal Kombat ninja character Smoke, or robot ninja character Smoke. Oh, and then he said McGiver, but actually meant to say MacGyver. Or however it's spelled, he says. Yes, we're gonna MacGyver our way to victory. That missed. This one should work. Perfect. And we replaced our 4 bombs. And now we take out a few more of these guys. Oops. Thank you for leaving your bloody organ on the floor. Nice. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst level, too. It's just we took a long time to get here. So we're a couple minutes behind. Yes, it is the Rupee Force. The Triforce made from rupees. I don't know why, but the thing that popped into my brain to say was, Scrooge McDuck would be proud. So I think I collided with the rope a couple of times. Rope being the name of the snake character. Oh, Bob Q points out, Zelda Maker said check your inventory. Yes, he did. What the heck? I was not expecting that. I know he said it would be made out of rupees, but I didn't think it would be like that. That's kind of ridiculous. The new Zelda game shall be named Rupee Force, claims Mando Gamer. So it would be the counterpart of New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS, I suppose. Because the emphasis on that game was all about get the coins. Get bajillions of coins. It doesn't work well in here because you can only hold 255 rupees. Yeah. Mando Gamer, it was kind of a divisive play style because it played very differently from, you know, pretty much every other Mario game, not just the new Super Mario Brothers games. So a lot of people were in the love it or hate it kind of camp. It was somewhat controversial. The closest thing I can compare that to is when Tekken 4 came out. And that was controversial because it had the floors with different heights, which was not all that popular. And also the walls. That's when they started putting walls in levels. The walls ultimately stayed, but the different heights of floor, that did not. That was not nearly as popular. I'm being careful to try not to take unnecessary damage because who knows what's going to one-hit me. But then I guess I also should run into some of the enemies because we do want it to be a good test. Alright, so we ran into the Stalfos. We just ran into the gel. All the damage values seem about the same so far. No, the same, not about. Yay, free bombs! I just got Boomerang. That was a full heart. That is the normal value. There we go. Took me 3 tries for the block clip. We still have the hand mirror over here that fires arrows somehow. Oops. I'll get hit by the trap. Okay, still 1 heart. Bob Q had suggested, see what damage those traps do, so I did. And Mando claims, watch. It will be the Wizrobe with the 1-hit kill, and you'll be in rooms of them soon. Uh-oh. Have to survive that long. Oh, I didn't even know I could blow a hole in that thing. I just didn't want to die, really. This is going to be close, actually. Okay, not that close. I just thought there was a possibility I might get hit twice, but not this time. I got this weird phlegm thing going on right now. That's why my voice sounds a little bit different, if you were wondering. I think my daughter had a little barely detectable something last week, and now I guess I probably have it. And yet, I powered through a voiceover for a new fishing training video this morning at my job. I hope to wrap up that training tomorrow. Being at the same agency for as long as I have, I've got a lot of examples of scams that we've received. So I really like the way this training is coming out. It's one of those sort of cuts right to the chase, does not waste your time kind of things. And I don't, bore anybody with terminology. I just get right to the here's examples of scams that we have received at our agency, and here are all the things to look for, all the signs of scams. No, come back. Oh, I didn't run into any of them. There aren't actually any more of them, are there? I have to go back. 1 heart? 1 heart. And now we've got our dark nuts. There'll be plenty of chances to get hit by them, I'm not worried. Couldn't remember if I had gotten hit by one of those yet. Ooh, I don't want to take any more damage. Whoops. And Mando Gamer says it's the exploding diarrhea bug. Oops. What does this look like? Taco Bell to you? I'll be honest, I really like Taco Bell. Haven't had it in a long time, though. Wow, I couldn't get a single one? No changes to the damage so far. And Mando Gamer says, the world is Taco Bell? What? And Bob Q inquires, did you see Cody Bellinger won the MVP of the All-Star game? I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it was All-Star Week until I heard it on the news this morning that the Home Run Derby had happened. Oh, I see why Mando Gamer said the world is Taco Bell. Because it's all poop and no TP for the bunghole. Well, the damage is normal here. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't... Oh, crud! I got you. I don't know how I lucked out so much that he didn't fire any shots at me that entire time. Like, I was dead meat. I should have been dead meat. So, I consider myself very lucky. And Bob Q says, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I know that's from a movie. I think that's from a movie. And that's good, because I am often more lucky than good. I do not claim to be an expert. Not at this game, not at most things. Sometimes I look like I know what I'm doing. Like if I can pull this off in one try. Yes, I can block clip. I can block clip in a dark room in one dark room. I've got some practice doing it there. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, interesting. Did you see that graphical bug on the inventory screen there? That was actually a pretty well-handled room. We got ourselves a stepladder. Don't come all the way over, jeez. I have enough bombs to do this, I think. That was perfect. Bob Q says, show it again. Yes, I will. Momentarily. I just barely have enough bombs to get through here. We'll see if we can get lucky and get ourselves a bomb drop with the last one. Yes! Oops. That was the auto switch. You see that? It's just a solid white square. We can sword throw against the Gleeok, so... oh well. Mando Gamer paraphrases the Matrix and says, there is no item, only square. No, 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 you got it confused. This is not Square, this is Nintendo. I couldn't help myself, sorry. Alright, we're just gonna head east. Oh, you're right. I totally got that wrong. It is Ghostbusters, not The Matrix. I got my movies confused. You know, I was thinking about the scene where the little girl says there is no spoon. I got the wrong tree. I mean, it was the right tree, but the wrong screen. But it wasn't, there is no spoon you were quoting. It was, there is no Dana, only Zool. Alright, we got ourselves the heart container. You know, I didn't actually run into the Gleeok itself, only the fireball. That Gleeok normally does, like, what is it, 3/8 of a heart damage or something like that? Some really strange, less than 1 heart amount. Watch that be the thing that one-shots you. Wouldn't that be something? We'll definitely try that later. Ugh. That, I don't know what happened with my D-pad there. I mean, it was probably my finger, not my D-pad. But, I like to claim it was the D-pad. Alright, we've got our red medicine. We need 2 more heart containers for the magical sword. Everything going according to plan so far. Oops. Alrighty, time for the 12-second intermission. Enjoy. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and our 12-second intermission is done, and we're ready for level 5. This is where we run into our friends, the blue dark nuts. I really don't want to have to run into these guys to check their damage, because it's 2 whole hearts, and you try to avoid that. But whatever happens, happens, I guess. Ow. So much for the sword throw. Alright, let's see if we can't speed this up with bombs. Just to... Oh! Well, there's my test. Ooh, that was a good shot. They didn't change direction. Boing. Gotcha. Gotcha. And poke poke dead. Oh. Mando Gamer says that sound effect I made at the end of the intermission there reminded him of, you can't do that on television. Now that is a name I have not heard in a long time. Classic Nickelodeon. I looked forward to watching that show like a hawk, just so I didn't miss the moment where somebody, you know, inevitably said, I don't know, and got the green slime dumped on them. I didn't have to defeat him. I could have just boomeranged him, but I forgot. Oh. Mando Gamer says Season 1 is free to stream? Where is that exactly? Where does one watch? You can't do that on television nowadays. I mean, that show is almost as old as I am. Jeez. You know what? Hold on just a second. I'm going to stop the clock for just a moment. I would like to save the state very quickly. Let's see. Test 7. Level 5. And the reason I did that is because I want to go back and run into some of these enemies later. I'm not going to do that now, but it'll be a better test if I do it later and we know how much damage they did. Start the clock again. Oh, Mando Gamer thinks it's 2B. Well, you know what I say. It's either 2B or not 2B. I'm sorry you had to hear that. One of the many free TV ad-supported services. Mando Gamer gave me the reaction that I deserved. Lame LOL. We face east and... Oh boy, now there's a wrinkle I did not expect. Mr. Zelda Maker, you've outdone yourself this time. I don't even think Mando Gamer in chat saw that, because this part of the speedrun is just so automatic and so predictable and so routine that I would not blame him or anybody else for turning away from the screen for that part. It's just blowing into the recorder. But for those of you that missed it the first time, what in the... Oh, that's so funny. It had to finish what it was doing. Well, you know what? I'm going to blow into the recorder again just so you could see it again. It's the whirlwind. The whirlwind of your death. It's like, yeah, you can teleport, but it's going to cost you. This is not a speedrun anymore. But we will see it through. Mando Gamer says, that's a new level of evil. I'm sure it was unintended, but yeah, that's a consequence for real. And I just love that the finishing touch happens there when you continue. Okay, so actually, now I'm curious. If we do this again, we die. I'm not even there to die, but the corpse is missing. If I save, and then I restart from the select screen, do I still... Yeah. But now that's real interesting. Did you notice that the whirlwind started at a lower position than usual when I did it that way? I don't think that happened unless I did it from the select screen. Now, can you imagine, utilizing that somehow? That's twisted. That would be real twisted. Okay, my inventory stayed the same, so... Alright, well, anywho, I think what we were going to do now is fill up our hearts, buy the meat, and jump in a level 7. So we're still going to try to do that. In our somewhat humbled state. Well, that was interesting and very unexpected. Well, this part is routine. Taking the meat did not kill me. Even though maybe it should. Oh, wait, no. I'm confusing that with uncooked vegetables. Lettuce. I'm sorry, is that not funny yet? Oh, that's an interesting question. Mando Gamer poses a very interesting question. Is it still permadeath if you have the blue ring? I can't afford that right now. And, oh, I could use a bomb drop. That's a real good question. I'm definitely gonna look into that. But I will say this. I had 100% full life when I blew into the recorder that first time and got offed. So at the very least, it does 11 hearts worth of damage. At the least. So let's proceed with level 7, and then we'll investigate that afterward. Well, this was... what a wrinkle this was. Is that close enough? Yeah. Sometimes I love that NES jank. It's when I'm familiar with it, mostly. Hey, cool, free bombs. The sixth sense that the Blue Gorias have about when to throw the boomerang is absurd, and I would love to know how they programmed it. Oops. What do you mean I'm not supposed to charge directly into the fireball? Oh, you see what I mean? Knew exactly when I was going to cross. You have to kind of stutter your movement a little bit to throw them off. Take that. Stop, in the name of love. Or boomerang. Oh, crud. I'm taking too many hits. Nice. Those 2 hearts actually help a whole lot. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Oops. I'm not sure how that worked, but I'm glad that it did. We're going to use our magic technique here. And you're gone. If you're not familiar, the magic technique is... if you defeat one piece of the Dig Dogger, leave the room and come back, they are all dead. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, all gather here in one spot. We love that. Oh! These bubbles are not cooperating. Why didn't I switch to the bow and arrow like I normally do? Like, what a bonehead I am. Well, good thing this isn't a speedrun anymore. Ow. Now I gotta watch my health. Thankfully, I don't have to play this room again. We can just stroll through there. And through here. Ow. Didn't drop any health this time. Or that time. Aha! Didn't get me this time. Ooh. Yeah, so another bloody organ left on the floor. We love those. Through the door. Bosses do not respawn. Ever. Alright. I'm gonna get you this time. We've got our fashion mirror, or whatever the heck that is. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get that. Too bad. Okay. Switch the bombs. Oops. Thank you. Ow. Alright, we're done with them. Okay, Aquamentus himself does the normal damage, I believe. We'll pick up our money force and get out of here. Well, that was some tweak of the damage penalties there. Alright, well, since we're in the neighborhood of some money, and we would like to experiment a bit, let's go ahead and reveal the 100 rupees behind here. We already got the other 100 rupees, but fortunately there are still some free rupees to be had. Oh wait, no, there is another 100 rupees. Too bad I can't use the recorder to get up there faster. That won't work. There's just a handful of free rupees here. You know, if I was going to go all this way, maybe I should have done this after playing level 6. It would have been quicker. We'll just collect money, and collect some more money. And soon we shall be able to afford the Ring of Blue. You know, I'm heading towards the upper right corner, but we're not actually going to need to get there. Because I already raised the money I need. Minus 6 rupees. Which we will certainly collect on the way. Can you survive the lethal shortcut of death? Huh. Bob Q says, you might need a potion. Once the whirlwind hits you, you might need to drink it. Well, here's the thing. If it's going to one-shot me, there's not a thing a potion is going to be able to do about that. Alright, we have the money. Now, of course, as I've been playing, I've been watching to see how much damage everything does. I'm going to have to adjust my numbers that I'm looking for accordingly now that I have this. And no, it didn't kill me just to pick it up. Okay, so at this point, I essentially have... Oops. I essentially have 24 heart containers. Won't you give me a few bombs at least? There we go. I mean, at least the health is full. I want a bomb drop. There we go. Alright, oh, you know what? It makes no difference where I do this, because if it's gonna kill me, it has to do it in the overworld, and that means I'm gonna be back at the start point, so yeah, it makes no difference. Alright, well, here goes. Huh! There it is. Now, wait a second. Did I have... Jerk. Was I missing any hearts before I did that? Or... Mando Gamer says, no, you had full. Okay, so it does slightly more than 8. It does slightly more than 16 hearts. So it'll wipe you out if you're not wearing any jewelry. That's just awful. Oof. Oh, yeah. Bob Q says, I think you mean slightly less than 16. You're right. It is slightly less, not slightly more. So, if you didn't have any jewelry, but you had all 16 heart containers and they were all full, you would survive this. But just barely. Hey, nice. Full bombs. Alright, let's see if we can do this in one try. Ah, I went too far. I think I had the position correct and then I messed it up. Okay, now we got it. Didn't get it as quickly as I did last time out. Think I'm gonna die if I pick up the magical sword. I don't think picking up any items is gonna do damage to you. At least I don't think it will. It's all collisions with other characters. Characters meaning, you know, anything that is a sprite, really. And no, not a lemon lime soda, obviously. I usually would have stopped. You know, I knew that sword was going to hit me. But I'm wearing the blue ring. What do I care? Take that, Wizrobes. Okay, they do the normal damage. Oh, that was nice. Oops. Alright, let's see how our friends the Wizrobes were changed, if any. Okay, that did one full heart, right? Yes? I think. Whoops. Okay, and that wasn't changed. That still does 4 hearts worth, 2 of them now. Yep. That one hasn't changed either. Did we get hit by those guys before? Oh. Can't test them now. There's a couple more of them later. Nice. Always efficient to hit more than one of something at a time. Also nice that I instinctively knew when that like was going to change direction. Oh, I don't think I tested running into the likes. We'll get another shot at that later, too. Okay, that's the same. Nice. Lucky bomb drop. He's moving to the left. Alright, well, that's the end of level 6. Huh. I'm supposed to record her to level 8, yes? Oof. There is a fairy fountain around here, isn't there? It's a little far away. Oh, but do we need it? I'm better than that, right? Don't answer that. I guess I'll find out one way or another, right? Just to tick him off, right? Where are you going? Come back. Nice. Hey, that helps. How did you know I took some damage recently? I'll go down without a fight, alright? And Bob Q reminds me, yeah, you have a potion if you need it. Yeah, I didn't forget. And, there's, the easy chance at a, refill near where level 1 is. I can always grab that if needed. But I don't think it's going to be needed at this rate. That fairy drop was very lucky. Bob Q says you're going to need it as much as you're recording. Nice. Money. Okay, time to tank the Gliok. Oh, wait. I have to run into it. Yeah, it still doesn't do significant damage. Would have been funny if it did. The end. Okay, then. We have assembled the money force completely. Time to go visit... Oh, I forgot about something. Hold on just a moment. I need to step away for just a moment. Alright, you're gonna like this. So, we've been playing Smash Brothers recently on my Wii U. And my wife has started to play as Ganondorf, who of course is Ganon, you know. And I don't know how this started, but she started referring to Ganon as Ganondorf the Cutie. And on a whim, she decided to draw Dorothy the Adorable. So, yes, that is my wife's rendition of Ganondorf. A little bit strange, but that is what we are. Anyway, right. Well, I can't afford to buy bombs for 20 rupees, so let's see if I can luck into a thank you. Now, normally I would record her to level 1, but I think I'm gonna hoof it this time. She plays a pretty mean Ganondorf, too. She's starting to get the timing down on some of the more powerful moves. We're having a really great time with Smash on Wii U. I did mention it recently. Picking up Wii U games now in 2026, most of them are pretty cheap. Can be had for not very much money, especially compared to the Switch versions of the same games. You know, maybe with a little bit of added content. The Switch versions, like, Nintendo does not drop the prices, so you're saving a lot of money by grabbing them on Wii U instead. No! Do not sword me! Wow. I didn't need all those bumps, but thanks. Alrighty, level 9 time. We don't need the key from this room, but if we did, we could defeat the enemies. We'll just clip through here. Oh, I suppose I should also try running into the snakes, huh? And the likes. We didn't try running into one of them yet. Nope, that's the same as usual. Most of the damage values look the same as usual. That whirlwind was a real kick in the butt, though. I wonder exactly how many of those values he changed. Like, was it just that one to see what would happen? Or was it a whole smattering of them, and that's the only one we found? I wonder. Oops. Gotta get to my middle. Come back. Don't you have more courage than that? Two in one. Love it. Poke. Pick up the key and... I wasn't watching. That was the normal damage, right? Well, might as well just get hit, right? Yeah, it's the normal amount. Alright, more whiz robes. Oof. I don't usually defeat them when they're in this room, but I already put one hit on all of them, so figured I might as well finish the job. I was hoping I could finish them off. Aye, the bubbles got in my way again. I don't have to wait around. Well, I guess I did have to wait around. Silver arrow. Or the silver ring? P? Particle? Whatever that is. Because we can. That's why. Just in case you were wondering. Alright, switch to boomerang. I do like using the boomerang here. Oh, that's right. Bob Q says in the email he called it a rock. Oh, that's a lot of beams. We're just beaming with anticipation. Poke. I don't usually have the orange one left over for last. Ooh, that was careless. Sorry for coughing in your ear there. Wow, that was like the quickest way through the room, wasn't it? I might have to do that again. Thanks for the boost. That one was not a boost. Alright, the last Patra. The last Patra is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. Oh, no, wrong game. What do you mean it looks weird? Ah, how did I miss? Oh, jeez. Better use the medicine. Ganon does the normal damage. It was 2 hearts, which is half of 4. And there we just saw it again. I'm so bad at not getting hit by that. I don't quite understand how I'm so bad at not getting hit by that. Okay, well, the game was finishable. We just had that really nasty surprise back there. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load that state that I saved earlier. And now we can run into you. 2 hearts. And we can run into the Pull's voice. 2 hearts. And we can run into the Dig Dogger. 2 hearts. All normal. Oh, I didn't start with a bomb. Oops. Yes, definitely normal. I can't end it like that. I gotta beat his butt. Bomb, 1, 2, done. And now we can relive the moment that shocked us all, so much so that my chatters were looking away at the time. And we're dead. Not only that, we have disappeared. There's not even a corpse left over. What a bizarre turn of events this was. Even more so if you load the file, and then the whirlwind appears, drops you off, and in the wrong place. Very interesting, indeed. Well, that's the end of that. So, yeah, this was test number 7. An interesting ROM hack, to be sure. Yeah, some cosmetic changes, a couple sound glitches, and the recorder of pain and death and suffering. I was not expecting that. You know, I'm not even sure Zelda Maker was expecting that. Because if I go back to that email that he wrote and sent, it does say there are several, values I have where I have no idea what it's changing. I'm hoping you will figure it out tonight for me. It's possible with full hearts something hits you and you die in one hit. If that happens, that's a good thing because I really need to figure out what they do. Well, I hope that helped. So now he's got to figure out exactly what value did that. So if I can help narrow it down for you, feel free to let me know what I should do to help narrow it down. But there are definitely ways of figuring out which value you need to tweak. So yeah, so that's about it for me for today. So next I will be streaming on Saturday like usual. That'll be the 18th. And we're going to continue once again our second quest run of the 3-dude ROMhack Trial of Courage. It'll be part 7. And I think what do we have left? We haven't found level 8 yet. We haven't completed level 7 yet. And we haven't found level 9 either. We have a couple clues, but we haven't found it yet. So we'll see how close we get to completing this excellent ROM hack this Saturday. And of course, next Wednesday, that will be the 22nd. Presumably, Zelda Maker will send us yet another ROM to test. And we'll see if anything else one-shots us that we weren't expecting. So, yeah, that's it. We're not streaming anything else these days. No DDR over the weekend or anything. But yeah, that's all for now. And listen, thank you very much for watching. I always say it and I always mean it. You have many choices on Twitch, on YouTube, on the internet. You could be watching a movie, you could be watching a TV show, you could even be playing a video game yourself. But You chose this instead. And for that, I say, ha ha ha, I fooled you into watching. No, actually, just thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your eyeballs, and I appreciate you watching this all the way to the end. And please do take care of yourself. Taking care of others, fantastic thing to do. But if you're not also taking care of yourself, you're not going to be in the best position to do that. So don't forget to take care of yourself. Yourself is important. So, thank you. And if you enjoyed this, I hope you'll come back again. And also, if you're bored and you actually want to play a video game, maybe an arcade style game, I would encourage you to go to yyrgames.com, which badly needs to be fixed and updated, to check out the games that I've created myself. And thank you for that. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. And until next time, take care. Be well. Bye.